When I met you in the summertime sadness.
Good afternoon and welcome back to a not so sunny Lake Lowell, Nampa, Idaho. I am Troy, I'm going to be your host for today, and guess what? We are talking about Toyota Soarers, specifically mine. So this is my 1994 Toyota Soarer. I actually got to drive this car in Japan when I was over there in 2019. I had the car shipped over, I bought it, shipped it over, and it has been about a 5-year project in the making to get it to to get it where it's at. Now we did do another little video on the car, but this is pretty much the final rendition of the car. I don't plan on doing anything else to it. This car is going to be retired and just be a showpiece and a marketing piece for the business. And so we're going to start off with the chassis spoiler. Obviously, it stands out. You can see the chassis spoiler. We are running the Y-Unique custom LED taillights on the car. We are running Cybon carbon trunk and carbon hood. We are running pink carbon fiber emblems. We have the Vertex wide body kit on it. We have Tanabe suspension on it. We are running the Origin roof spoiler for it. This car was originally, as you can see, the tricolor white with the pearl in it. I think they called it diamond white pearl, if I remember right. So when I did the wide body kit, I actually had the kit, everything painted white. And then we decided to just go all full bad decisions and go all in and do the wrap, change the interior over to black from the tan, and basically turn it into a show car. When I bought the car, I originally bought it for just a cheap drift car. It's got the naturally aspirated 2JZ in it, with an automatic transmission, and I was going to swap all that out for a manual transmission and just drift it. And then, like I said, once things started coming together, we just decided, let's just make it a show car instead. So here it is. The wrap is a blood red wrap with with one of my favorite vinyl graphics on it, with the samurai and the pagoda and the cherry blossoms. We are running custom Volk GTCs. I sent the wheels out to VR Wheels in California, told them what specs I wanted. They built me the inners and outer barrels for it. The faces were the original ones, original gold Volk GTCs. My goal on this car was to mimic Ueno's Soarer from Formula Drift way back in the day. Actually, that was what got me into drifting, was seeing Ueno's Soarer at a SEMA in the late 90s, early 2000s. I saw that car and I had to know more about the car. So I started doing some research on it. So I've had plenty of manual transmission SC300s. This is my first Toyota Soarer. We are on Tanabe coilover suspensions. Again, we're on white line sway bars on it. I really focus on the details when I do the cars, and so one of the details that I really love is that on the end panel of the chassis spoiler, we've got the Dragon on one side, and then on the other side, then we've got the etching in the window, the Bushido code etched into the window. We really just try to bring out the best of all aspects. If I had to label this car, I would call it a VIP drift. I mean, it's got all the VIP characteristics of my show car, and they were actually built to show together. And if you haven't seen my show car, I'll put a link somewhere over here. But when you see the show car in the interior and the show car, and then you see this, you'll see how they kind of play off each other. So as we come around, again, LS 430 front and rear brakes with the cross-drilled slotted rotors. We've got this is a custom-made front diffuser, carbon fiber diffuser that we have made. It's a carbon fiber overlay diffuser. The bones behind it is actually acrylic, and then we had the overlay and had it made that way. And then again, the pink on the aero, pink overlay on the aero catch cans, or aero hood latches. We are running the LED smoke LED bulbs front. just everything about the car, I just really just wanted to tie the car together with the show car. We're running, I'll pop the trunk and show you the stereo. So if you come around to the interior of the car, and while we're filming, so you can see the door panel etching or engraving, or actually it's embroidery. We'll call it what it's supposed to be. And then then you see how the pink carbon fiber wraps around. We're running the prismatic or the Prisma NRG cherry blossom seats. Again, if you look at the back and you look at how the stitching with the pink stitching in the back, you'll see that's the same as what we did on the show car. We have the Rolls-Royce Starliner headliner in the car. Got the Vertex steering wheel, and then one of the cool things is you can see on here, like we did all the lettering in pink and stuff. It just really helped bring out the car. But again, everything was changed over from tan. Once we did the paint job in the wide body, we didn't really like the tan interior anymore. So Mrs. Import Motoring said you need to change it to black, and who am I to disagree with Mrs. Import Motoring? So we changed it to black. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the trunk right now. I'm going to have Mrs. Import Motoring put her hand on the trunk so that it doesn't hit the camera when I open it. Trunk set up for my subs. You can see we had the panel etched, engraved, and then the amp mount, and then we've got the Import Motoring logo. This was all done by Walker Audio here in Nampa, Idaho, and Sam is one of the guys I own. Sam is my stereo guy. I don't use anybody else. I love the way him and I think a lot alike. We do a lot alike, and so when it comes to when it comes to a stereo, I just pretty much tell him, here's my budget. You have creative reign, do what you need to do, and make it amazing. And he always knocks it out. I mean, the one he did for the show car for SEMA was just unbelievable. We were kind of hoping that this car would go to SEMA as well, but at the time, Sarah and Vega only wanted one car. Their booth was only big enough for one car. I would have loved to have had both cars down there. This car, we don't drive this car very often. This car just kind of is a showpiece for me. I don't really take it out much. I'm trying to change that this year. I'm trying to get it out and about more. I'm trying to do more things with it so that people can actually see the car and kind of see what I've done to it, and hopefully appreciate what I've done to it too. There's a few other little finicky things that I might do to the car, but like I said earlier, for the most part, this car is done. I think anything I do to it is just going to take away from it. Again, I don't need it to be a 5 to 700 horsepower monster. It doesn't get driven. It'd just be 500 horses sitting in the garage. So, that's why I don't really want to spend the money on a twin turbo swap for it. But once the show season hits, we're going to try to get the car out some more, show it a little bit more. My goal is, because this is the actual last year that I'll be showing the show car as well, my goal is to take both cars to hopefully Week Fest or Stance Nation up in Washington. And so you might see one or both cars up at one of those places, because I want to see what other, to get it outside of the area where I live. I want to get it out on a bigger platform and kind of just see what other people think of how the car turned out. So, am I ever truly going to be done? I don't know. But for right now, I'm trying to say that I'm done, and we'll see what it does. But most importantly, thanks again for stopping by and watching the video. And if you like what you saw, by all means, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content on some of the other cars I have, hit the subscribe button. We're going to try really hard to get out and video more this year and kind of make a bigger presence with the cars. I've got a bunch more cars I'd like to video and get out there for the people to see. So, I always say it, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I drive my inner passion, and I hope that you do as well. Thanks for stopping by.